Warning, this video will be very triggering.
Want to know what's really wrong with the black community is that the woman is out of her purpose and she's not a helpmeet no more. Yep. She's the enemy. She's more of an enemy than the white man ever has. She's more of an enemy than anybody in history has ever been to the black community, because she's the very person that comes in with deceit and looks to use you and then disperse of you when she's done with you. And then she'll move on when it's all said and done, and then say, well, what about the kids? Fuck them kids and fuck that woman too. Throw that with the bathwater. Throw the baby out with the bathwater. Start the fuck over. Get a whole new group of women, and then fix the community that way.
Now I know watching that video was triggering, but I know that it wasn't shocking because we see this type of hatred and venom directed towards black women every day. But for a man that says that he has a black wife and daughter, for him to get on a public platform filled with both black men and black women, mind you, and say something like that has no basis in reality, I know something has got to be extremely wrong with him mentally. Now, this man's name is Anton Daniels, and as you can see here, he has 298,000 followers. And honestly, when I looked this man up and saw that, I was absolutely flabbergasted at how a man this disconnected from reality could gain such a following. And it also made me feel uncomfortable because he has an opportunity to mislead so very many. And his words are not rooted in any kind of reality. And that could actually cause a stupid man to take it upon himself to harm black women and black children, including the wife and daughter that he is supposedly so fiercely protective of. But I'm going to take a logical approach at debunking this man, because anyone with critical thinking skills needs to realize that this man is purposely trying to cause harm to black women and black children with lies, because the things that he said are completely untrue. So let's attack the things that he said. Now, first of all, he said, black women aren't a helpmeet anymore. Sir, first, I'm confused because that ideology comes from the Bible, and usually it is directed towards wives. Black women are the least married. So if you did want black women to act as these supposed helpmeets, wouldn't you want to marry them first, since you're so into the Bible and all? Why are you pretending as if black women aren't the least chosen and black men have the lowest marriage rates among men? And since we are also talking about helpmeet, let's get into it. Would helpmeet also include supporting the household? Well, if so, black women are the breadwinners in a lot of their homes, even the ones in which black men reside. And what are black women using black men for? Because black women work the most out of any race of woman and have since they were brought here. And that is a verifiable fact. Black men are some of the poorest men and their women work the most. So what are black women using black men for? Child support? Because I hear that a lot too. So let's talk about the child support that you complain about. Only 1 in 5 children who are supposed to get child support actually receive it. And the average payment is $430 a month. That is $107.50 a week. So doesn't seem that black women are using you for that. That's pennies. And then for him to say F the kids because he is mad at black women shows that he doesn't care about the community the way he says he does in the slightest. Because why would you damage children because you're mad at black women? And his mentality is one of the reasons why black men have the reputation for abandoning their children. Now, he said, throw away the kids and black women as if that is going to change anything. You've already preyed on, you've already started with a new group of women, the YT woman. And you know what's happened to her? You've made her the new face of single mothers. Statistically, when YT women have children with you, they have an increased risk of becoming a single mother and also living in poverty. So where will you go? Because you've already left. And the results with the others are the same that they were with black women. I truly hope a man that is a critical thinker checks this man, because I know that he won't receive anything from a woman, even if she's right. He is truly unhinged. And he is married to a black woman, which is absolutely terrifying. I really, you know what? I didn't know where to begin when I saw this clip. I was really taken aback just because he is so passionately idiotic. How can you be so passionate about something and be so uneducated and wrong? It's like Negroes don't even want to really know the truth or speak it. They just want to pander to other failed Negroes and their emotions for a quick buck, not realizing that that could cause more violence to be directed towards black women and black children. Just disgusting and completely irresponsible. Now, I could easily go the petty immature route and call this man a fugly, bald-headed butterball who is mad at life and at the black woman who decided to settle and marry him. But I will try my best to stay away from personal attacks or speaking like an emotionally unstable psychopath like he was doing. So let's further just debunk this man's argument with cold, hard logic and also historical context. Now, he said that black women are the biggest enemy to black men, and they are a bigger enemy than the white T man has ever been. So, was that before or after you were enslaved? Or was it when your family had to watch you be raped and be buck broken? Was it when you were made to work until you passed away? Or was it when you were treated like you were beneath the animals? Was it when you were classified 3/5 a person? Or was it when you were able to gain your freedom and you were still treated horrifically? Was it when the white T-man was able to take your wife and grape her while you looked on powerless? Was it when the white T-man terrorized you and your family with violent and vicious and horrific lynchings that put terror in the hearts of even the bravest black person? Was it when they put up signs that said no Negroes and no dogs? Was it when these black women who you claim are the enemy stood by your side and endured the same mistreatment that you did? And sometimes it was even worse. Or was it when these women who birthed your children and worked and supported the family when you couldn't? Or was it when these black women worked just as long, just as hard as you did, except when they got home, they had to take care of the children and you? I want to know how black women are your main enemy when you unalive each other so much that they want to call it a health crisis. Or the fact that a black woman is 2.5 times more likely to be unalived than any other race of woman at the hands of y'all. I'd like to know why the leading cause of death for a pregnant black woman is homicide, usually at the hands of a black man. Are these stats the same for you regarding us? No, not at all. We're not harming you. Let's talk about how almost half of all black women have or are currently experiencing domestic violence at the hands of a black man. And we will never know the true statistics because a lot of black women don't report. Now, are black women making laws to disenfranchise you? Are black women unfairly incarcerating you? Are black women giving you harsher sentences for the same crime? Are black women pulling you over and taking your lives? Are black women pimping you and forcing you to work in schmeck's work? No, but you're doing that to us. Are black women stopping you from getting loans because of the color of your skin? Tell me, what have black women done to you historically that would warrant a statement like that? You say that black women are what's wrong with the community when black men constantly and consistently are causing the problems in the black community. And that, once again, is not my feelings. It is a statistical fact. Who is committing the crimes in the black community as a collective? Who is forcing black women and black girls into X work? Who is selling the narcotics that is destroying the lives and families in the black community? Who is making baby mamas wherever they go, no matter the race? Who is the least employed male in the country? Who is the most violent to their women and themselves statistically? Who created a genre of music that is single-handedly destroying the minds of young black men and causing increased violence? I would love for the black community to be repaired and for black women and black men to reach some type of agreement. But until we can get black men to take a good, hard look in the mirror, We will never get there. And it's crazy because I'm sure that I will get pushback from this, but everything that I said was a fact, verifiable, not my feelings. I don't hate black men. What I said was accurate. But you know what? This is crazy. This man is a complete idiot. And he has 298,000 people that follow him that are also, respectfully, idiots. And his words are really not rooted in any kind of reality. I said this multiple times and I really mean it. And his words can really seriously, like I said earlier, cause a stupid man to take it upon himself to harm black women and black children. Because you're saying things that are not true, that are putting a certain type of man in a certain type of headspace. And that only comes with violence. And unfortunately, this isn't the first time that I've seen a black man, low-key, allegedly, advocate for violence against black women and black children on social media. I've seen it a lot, sadly, and it's absolutely disturbing. And you know what? It's very exhausting being a black woman these days. Everywhere I look, it's slander, disrespect, and outright lies directed towards us and thrown on our names. No one cares enough to defend us. I will try my best to uplift us as black women and to debunk outright lies. Now, I know a lot of times that I have to repeat certain statistics or truths about the black community. I wish I didn't have to do that, but it is necessary because these dusties use the same rhetoric over and over and over again, and new fools believe it every day. And with each video, I reach more and more people, and hopefully that will continue, and I can spread the truth about the beauty of black women and erase the lies. Hopefully one day I get a following to where I can undo at least some of the damage that these black male podcasters are doing. But I digress. If you watched this whole video, thank you. I appreciate it. I know it was a long one. If you could please do me a favor and drop a 000 in the comments. And that's simply because what this man said had zero value. Okay? And it also lets me know if you watched the video and you enjoyed it. And if you can donate to my Cash App above to help support the channel, then that is no problem at all. Just do me a free favor and slide on over to TikTok and follow me there. I live stream there often. And also if you can come to YouTube and follow me there as well and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my new uploads. And as always, please drop your thoughts, comments, and feelings down below.